you need to ask these 7 questions before you buy any analog camera. So you're looking to buy a film camera. You're ready to spend loads of money, but before you buy a film camera, I want you to ask the person you're buying these 7 questions before you make the purchase. It might sound totally obvious, but the first thing you need to ask is, does it take photos? Does it work? The second one, but might not be so obvious, is, does the shutter fire on all speeds? It might not be correct, but if it fires on all speeds, you're probably going to be okay, give or take. The third thing to ask is if the camera has a light meter and does it work? Because for me, I love using a light meter, even though I do have a handheld light meter. I do like them to work in the camera. But if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. It just means you're going to have to spend either money getting it fixed or buying a light meter. So choose where you want to lose your money. Number 4, does it have any sample photos? Sometimes buyers inherit these cameras and just put them up for sale, not even knowing what they are or what they do. If they have some sample photos, you're 99% more likely to get a better camera. They're going to understand how to use the camera. So definitely ask if there's some sample photos. Number 5 is something I wish I'd asked more often, and that's, what does the battery compartment look like if there's a battery in there or not a battery in there? Because these cameras are old, and I've had some turn up where literally like it's so rusty in the battery compartment that sometimes you look at the battery compartment and you go, you know what, that's not been looked after, or there's moisture in it and it's all rusted and stuff, and you just won't ever get it to work. If you're going to buy one with a lens, make sure you ask if the lens has any fungus. So inside the lens, you can see like there'll be like a ring of fungus. If there's tons of it, I wouldn't touch the lens. There's a little bit, you might get away with it, but it's just one of those things. You're going to have to factor in a clean, a CLA to get all that sorted out. And the last question, I may have missed some. If I've missed any, then let me know in the comments. Is there any scratches on the lens? Because obviously a lot of analog stuff's quite old, you're going to have some like surface scratches, maybe a few cleaning scratches or marks, but they're not going to affect the photo that much. But when you got like big scratches or big marks or like tons and tons of the little marks, that's when you're going to start getting cloudy photos. Yeah. I mean, I've seen some good photos with really scratched lenses, but I just wouldn't risk it. But also it's going to drive the price down. So these people are putting these cameras up super expensive, and you ask these questions and you're kind of going to know, well, it's going to cost me this much to service, it's going to cost me this much to test, I'm going to have to replace batteries, I'm going to have to replace light seals. So you kind of know where you're at. Otherwise, you're going to buy the camera expensive and you're still going to have to spend all that money. I hope that helped. I've learned a lot over my many years of buying cameras. Make sure you ask the questions. And that's why